Hey guys, welcome. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well today. I am doing very well. I have got a huge show. Make sure you guys do me a favor and give this a share out and a hearts and likes and all the stuff that you're supposed to do and whatnot, because I want people to be aware of the show. I'll do a scan in a moment. Hello, Mr. Roman. Hello, Leo Mick. Dreaming away the day. Dreaming away the day. I gotta get it right. For Donnie, all the heavy hitters. Wrathman. Welcome everybody. Erica, good evening. Thank you guys so much for popping in. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, just know this is kind of a companion show to the Darth Tuba Star Wars unboxing show that I do. I run videos pretty much every weekday of the week. Thank you, man, Rathman. I'm so glad you enjoyed the items. Hello, Cooper Oreo. All right, guys, I want to get started because I think we got a bigger show than normal. Okay, a lot of stuff came in. I got a ton of figures loose. Got a couple more figures that are complete. I even got some accessories I'm going to sell separate, and a couple of some unique items. Let me do a little scan of my table here so you can see. All right. First of all, the top winner also wins our little Tubaka of the week. Okay, for the Darth Tuba top spender of the show. We'll put him off to the side here. And that's compliments, or I should say, commission from Star Wars Daddy. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel and his eBay auctions if you're also interested in more vintage stuff. I buy a lot of stuff from him that I resell here, and stuff I also put in my own collection. All right, so we're going to start off with some loose figures, but I'm doing a lot of groupings, guys. Okay, we're going to do like a 2-fers and 3-fers and 4-fers. Okay, we got a couple of beater vehicles. This is actually not a beater vehicle. That's a really nice land speeder. I'll show it to you. I'll bring it out of the box, but the box itself is in beautiful shape. That's an 83 version. That's a collector series. We've got some accessories. If you watch my channel, you've seen me unbox this huge amount of like Star Wars just vehicle pieces. All right, so I'm going to run some of them tonight for anybody interested. We got a speeder bike mostly complete with a decent box. This is a model of a Imperial shuttle. Okay, it just came in that lot of pieces. We got a bunch of beater figures missing heads and a bunch of other things. We have a probe droid piece. Okay, we'll run that. Working Imperial troop transport with a crappy box. We have a complete Vader with a box, mostly good box, just a missing part of the top. Just the base for an Imperial attack, which I'll throw some speeder snowtroopers in. You can do some diorama building. 1, 2, 3 parts of snow speeders. Okay, 1 battle damaged parts of snow sweaters. Some these are all like nothing mint, guys. It's all kind of junk. I'm gonna run them all starting at $1. We got a part of it. I've never seen this in pieces. A part of a thing. We also got a couple of comic books, including one of these bigger ones. I'm going to run a bunch of regular card backs. I'm going to run these as a set of 3 of these mini rig tanks. Run a bunch of these mostly complete or partially complete speeder bikes. A couple new things here, guys. So some of you have been on the channel, I have these color card backs. Well, in addition, I'm going to run one set of these, but I'm also going to run these. These are basically stickers. They're pills. Basically, they're meant to kind of emulate the pills from the. No micro collection tonight. Sorry, I have no other items to put out. I'm looking to get some, but anyway. So these are basically for each of the Star Wars Empire, Jedi, and Power of the Force. A sheet of stickers that you can use these and put them on, and use them at your leisure. How you want to label them. So you can put them on these clamshells. You can put them on other stuff. Speaking of that, these are all complete figures that I'm running today, including an Anakin. I might be able to get another couple of them out here. Got some wings here. Something new I worked on, guys. For those who know my mini card backs, I'm going to run. If you look in the shop, you can already pre-bid on the mini card backs that go in the back of these double wide clamshells. I have one for each set of the movie, Star Wars, Empire, Jedi, but now I also have a complete set I worked on the last 2 weeks. Tri-logo. This is the incomplete set of Tri-logo cards. There's like 78 of them, something like that. And I'll show you 74, and I have a couple of extra bonus things in there. And as I said, I'm going to run a few accessories, some, a couple of different accessories. So enough talk. You guys are here to take a look at this stuff. It's like we got a good number in the house. So let me get this started. We're going to start with 2 Imperial TIE pilots. Okay, and we're going to start these at $1. Just give me a second to get my first. Let's go. All right, start with small. All right, number 1. Start. Actually, we'll start at $2. But, all right, and we're going to do 10 seconds with 5-second counter bid. I like that. It seems to be good. Makes the auction run fast. All right, and we're going for the first one. Two. These are most of these. I always say thank you, man. Thanks for Donnie. Most of my all my collectible items, guys, they're in what I call played with condition. Some of them are beaters. Some of them are better than beaters. All right, Mr. Roman. Good. Thanks for the first purchase of the night. Good grab. I put this right there. And I like to call them played with condition because these are not mint. If they're mint, I'll tell you they're mint. Otherwise, assume that they are not. But I'll give you a little look through each of them. We got a Boba Fett with a lot of paint rub. Okay, but he's Boba Fett. Come on. Of course, it's going to be played with. I'm going to put a Bosk with him. All right, so we'll do a Boba and Bosk. We put them on their own little adventure together. And I'll give you. They don't. Not every auction is going to come with a card, but I am going to include them in this one. Okay, starting $2, and we're running. Oh yes, we are small. Yes, all figures. This is a vintage show, 77, or I guess technically 78 through 84. Okay, no modern today. Just a heads up, guys. I may end up actually doing another modern or a mixed show. I've been trying to toggle them on Fridays. Next week modern, next week vintage. Next week modern, next week vintage. Problem is, guys, good grab on that. Thank you, Union Steelworker. I think you might be a new buyer. Thank you for that. The problem with doing the modern shows, guys, is that I don't have enough stuff. I sold it all on the last one, and I'm like, okay. So I guess maybe I have to run another vintage but I do have some more modern in my garage. So I'm gonna kind of do a regroup and maybe do a hodgepodge. Okay, what's better than one snowtrooper? This one, 2 snowtroopers, although this one's got some coloring on its legs or on its feet. So it's, again, none of these are mint. And we'll give you a third. Build your armies. And I'll throw in an Empire and Jedi card back. 3 snow troopers. Start them at $2. Okay. Hope you guys all had a good week. I've been trying to jump on. It's been hard. I've been kind of busy the last couple of weeks. People watch my show know that I conduct my high school orchestra that I work at, and I did their musical. We went great, but it's took a lot of time to do. The rare Redfoot variant. I like that. Yes. All right, Union Steel. Thank you for that. I have some more. I don't think I have any more snow troopers in this today, except for I have that little that one set. I want to bop around, guys. I'm gonna do like 5. Right, this is a kind of a beater lot, but not so much. I mean, I don't know. I like these even as beaters. We got an R5. Click works. Sticker is really banged up. And then we got, in kind of worse shape, we got this R2. Still head clicks, but look at that sticker. Some people like the sticker. This could be your Endor, or not Endor. This could be your Dagobah variant. And then why don't we put one more, the worst one yet. Look at this baby. Like totally It doesn't even look like R2. It's like completely been stripped, and no click on this one. So a little droid threefer, kind of like a has been band, you know. All right, let's put that in there. The hero of the R4D4, and I'll pop in. I'm just gonna try to jump in and out with different things, guys. All right, just because I know that some people are into one thing, some people are into other things. The naked R2 variant, the naked R2. I'm gonna bop around here. Let me do one more set of figures. And I'm coming back, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna just do one thing and then jump to it and then go fully into something else and then not go back. So, thank you for that, cloudy side. All right. Here's a twofer. Another kind of banged up R2, a little bit better, but it does have the head click. But let's run him with his counterpart. This is a pretty decent 3PO, guys. Take a good look at this. Okay, he does have a little bit of the. Oh, I always like to. I know some people like to hear the variant, the where Hong Kong or Taiwan or whatever. So I'll be very honest with you guys. My eyesight is poor, so it's hard for me to look those things up. But it is Hong Kong, and his he has one leg that's a little loosey goosey. The other one's pretty stiff, so he will stand. I'll even do it without the stand. He stands pretty well there. Get him a little bit more like this. There we go. And we'll give you the 2 cards with this. Okay. And then we'll run an accessory. A couple of accessories after this. I still think it's about 100 items, guys, when you get right down to it. But it's just what items they are. We got a nice mix of things. We don't always get this much of a mix. All right. Thank you for that purchase. All right. Let's put this here. Okay, so looking at an accessory, why don't we start with this is an original, all here's my disclaimer, guys. All accessories are claimed to be original. If you discover that one is not, you let me know. I will correct it, but I've done my best to verify that. Okay, I buy from verified buyers who do sell, reputable sellers who sell that. Okay, I sell originals. Okay, and I do the tests and stuff. The vehicles and boxes, Mike. I think I decided. So, well, the boxes aren't that great, so I think I'm going to end up selling them together because I suppose I could. You know what? I'll tell you what. The one box that's good is that land speeder. So when I run that, I'll maybe see if there's an interest in running it separate. That one, but the rest of them, I don't think it's worth selling the boxes separate. But let's see if there's any interest in a $2 accessory. Ding. Good question. Y-wing parts. I do not think I have any Y-wing parts as of today. Oh, good grab on that. Thank you. All right. Put that there. And how about a Jawa robe? Now, a little full disclosure, there's a little bit of you can see the seam there starting to come out a little. Okay, but it's a Jawa robe. So if you have a loose, a naked Jawa or a partially naked Jawa, you might want to put that in there. So this is number 7. Find it at $2. This is S7. Okay. Yeah. So these, try. All right. Good grab on that. All right. All right. Let's do it. How about a Luke Jedi robe? This is the Return of the Jedi Luke Jedi robe with a piece of hair on it. There we go. I don't know where that hair came from because I have no pets. Number 8. Welcome to people joining the channel. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel, Darth Tuba Stars Unboxing Show. Do lots of unboxings that are related directly to whatnot. I do unboxings of things I'm going to sell, so you can get a kind of a heads up of what's going to be coming up on a future show. And I also unbox stuff from my personal collection. Panther is a Chewbacca of the Week winner. That's great. All right, how about and I'll come, now we actually have an actual Jawa in a Jawa robe. No weapon, just the robe accessory, so partially complete. He's a little frayed, okay? He's been through the desert a bit, but not too bad. And then he got the card back with that, starting at $2. Oops. Okay. That's number 9. Thank you, Mr. Roman. All right. So let's do this. How about this is kind of a semi-beater Anakin, which is a weird because most of the last 17 are generally in good shape because they weren't played with as much. But just going to give you full disclosure, his arm is a little loose. Okay, this arm's not so bad. He's also got some discoloration. Okay, so he is not your most mint figure. I mean, face is pretty good, but this one's been through the mill a little bit. And I'll give you the Power of the Force card to go with him. But we're starting at a last 17 figure at $2, so can't go wrong. Got a couple of giveaways, guys. When we go through this, we'll probably do some figure giveaways when we get to 25 or so. It's a pretty good price. Yeah. All right, Ericcar, that's like almost a steal, man. I mean, I know like it's not the most rarest of last 17 figures. I know that, but still, that's a good price on that. So we got a slightly discolored Stormtrooper. Okay. So let's put another one with him. This one's a better one. And if I can get him in the thing. And let's do like we did with the Snowtroopers. We'll give you a third. Now I only have. Oh no, you know what? I will. I'll give you 3 cards with this one. All right, 3 figures, 3 cards. Troopers, build your army. Starting at $2. And maybe I'll get some weird. I'm gonna run a jump. Good check, good grab. $30, man. 3 trooper figures. That's good. Okay, awesome. All right, so this is my first time putting something like this out. I don't know if there's gonna be any interest, but I'm gonna start it at $2, so we'll see what happens. These are parts to X-Wings. They are broken, full disclosure, but they could be used for customization. Okay, they could be used for you can glue them together and make some custom, build up a kind of a some type of custom parts. Okay, so there's like basically 6 wings and 1 other piece. Okay, I don't know if anybody has any. No clone troopers today. Real Marin. It's a vintage show. I don't have anything up ready for this. Don't know if there's any interest in this. I'm just running it for $2 to see if anyone. Oh, Bright Blades is interested. Get it for $2. Good on you. All right, $3. Totally good. Now, I would say Nathan, man, and everybody who's interested in that kind of stuff, there are going to be more of these, not just in today's auction, but in future auctions. All right, so keep an eye on my channel. Make sure you give me a follow. I try to be consistent, guys. You know, I try to run them on Royal Guards. None today, sir. I'm sorry. All right, here's one. This is going to be a little bit more just because of the weight. These are beater figures, guys. No, well, some are better than others, but I'll go through them all. We got another R5. No head spin and fully naked. We got a missing arm 3PO. These are full out beater figures. Okay, although some are better than others. This is just a bad paint. I don't know, some weird stuff on his chest. Okay, that's Plateau. Just a very paint splotchy Dengar. A banged up squid head. Looks, this Ugnaught is a decent figure, but he's got some paint on his arm. We got Chewie missing an arm. These are great for customization. We got some paint on Maydeen here. It's a little bit loose limbed. Another arm. Like, these guys all had a bad run in with a lightsaber. We got a fairly dirtied up, but also missing his little spikes. We got a seriously loose limbed thing here. And, you know, AT, and he's a decent figure. His head stays up, but he's missing his arm. So you get this along with the tray. So I'm gonna run this one as a large. I'm gonna start him at $5. Okay. All right. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna bop around to do different things in case there are people that want some of the weirder, different items. And as I said, my mini card backs. What I typically do is I run. All right, that's excellent, Mr. Stoffel. That's a great grab for $12, man. That's awesome. Okay. All right, let's give myself some room. All right, how about this one? We got. This is a beater X-wing, no parts, but it does have some decent stickers on it. I will say, full disclosure, this wing is already cracking. Okay. The irony, I'm trying to say, this is the one that I had one. I don't know, man, but this one doesn't work. Okay. I wasn't getting work. I'm gonna run a few over the course of the next few weeks, and some of them actually do work, but this one doesn't. So it's just a, beater one. Do some customizing with it. Okay. Pull the button back. No, not this case. No, I know what you mean, but it's just one that came in a huge lot of junk parts. So if anybody's interested in that, run it for $5. I don't know if you could put a heat gun on it and get the stickers off, although some of the stickers are starting to go a little bit, but that's all right. Panther wants it. Oh, Union Steelworker. I hope you don't mind, guys. I'm kind of pushing along here. All right, Union, you got it for $10. That's pretty good. I know it's a junk vehicle, but you can do some fun stuff with it. All right, what do we say? We do have this one. This is one of the Forest Ranger or whatever mini rigs. It is in fact missing all of its external things. Okay, it does have its cockpit, but it does spin. Okay, but it doesn't really have anything else. Okay, I don't think it has any landing gear or anything. It's just a piece. So if anybody wants that, I'm gonna run that back. I'm gonna run that a little less because we'll call it a medium, and we'll start it at I'm gonna start it at 3. Dagobah special. I love that. All right, Panther, $3, man. You grabbed it. Good. Okay. Moving right along here, guys. Two junk. This is a partial one of these mini rig missing one of its arms and its cockpit. It does work on the back here. The little thing comes out. And a partial speeder bike. Basically it's just two pieces. It's this and this. So I don't know if there's any interest in that. That I will run again for, actually run that for $1. It's definitely a good thing for people to bid on if you're going to buy a few other items, and then in the mix, and I'll just throw it in your box. All right, Mr. Stalfo, the past Chewbacca of the week. Thank you for that purchase. All right. All right, let's get back to some figures here. Let's do. I don't have enough. I did not have a complete set of bounty hunters. Well, other than that, really. Well, I did. I have a complete set. I didn't have enough multiple sets to run a full set. So let's do a really good. Except for a little paint rub. I'm always hesitant to try to clean these things off, guys, because I don't want to mess with the leather. I'm afraid that if you do too much there, so it does have it is an imperfect figure. Okay, I'll put him with his compartment, his little bit loose limbed, not too bad. I'll give you the 2 cards with that. All right, let's go back to small here. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I know I am. I love doing this. It is a great way to start my weekend. Although my week, I kind of stay up half the night putting this stuff away into boxes for you guys. And I also have to give shout outs. So make sure you check your channel. If you won, I'll give you a shout out on my channel and let you know and let everybody know that you were a purchaser on my channel, on my show. That's always a cool thing. So make sure you do that. And again, as I say, guys, I'm probably going to be running a hodgepodge show on Sunday afternoon. I'll try to get it into my. I have a lot of shows already kind of set. I kind of put my shows in for the year. Okay, what we got here? This is a slightly better R5. Okay, got the head click, but you can see that just like as standard, they get that little that little scratch off on the sticker, but it is all original. Sometimes I think everyone's asleep at the wheel. I'm like, okay, nobody wants an R5. All right. I'll run some. I'll jump around and grab a couple of complete figures in a little bit, guys. We're about 7 or 8 away from a giveaway. All right, Cloudy Sci-Fi. Good grab. Thank you for that purchase. All right, and we got a pretty decent Bespin Luke. Okay, and decent limbs. And we also got a Bespin Leia with a really good cape. No blaster. I'm gonna try to put him on our thing. There we go, because he's got little tiny feet. Starting at $2 for the 2. All right. Oh. Sleeping Treasure may get it. Yes, Sleeping Treasure. Congratulations on that purchase. All right. How about another Army Builder set here? Only one card to go with this. I'm running out of those cards. I should probably show you up close. Sorry. Pretty decent one, guys. A little bit of paint rub on the belt or the strap, but the back is good. This one's not so good. This one's, and it's a little bit more loose limbed. Okay, he stands, but he's got a lot more paint rub. And this is kind of probably something in between the two. So set up your Yavin base diorama with 3 Luke figures, but you can just say that they're everybody else. You can put a little mustache on one of them if you want. Make one of the bigs. I'm gonna grab a couple of. Okay, Mr. Scalfos, good grab on that. Thank you for the purchase. All right. Let's start with a complete. This is a Lando, nice shiny Lando. Good cape. Okay. Comes with the Bespin Blaster in the clamshell. Pull up Lando here to put it right there. All right. And we're going to run him at, we'll run him at 2. What the heck? It's a complete Lando. The legend. Oh, yeah, it is the smiling Lando. Thank you. Yes. It is the smiling variant Lando. I forgot to mention that. All right, Chris, 947. Thank you for that purchase. All right. Let me just get him back there. We got a Luke Hoth. A little bit of weirdness going on there in the crotch area. Okay. Just a heads up, and the back and the buttocks. Okay. But, that's kind of normal. It's a good, decent figure, and it comes with a decent weapon. Comes with the card back, comes with the clamshell. Nice little display piece right there. Running, I think. About 4 away from a giveaway. Yeah, good grab on that on Lando. That's true. Mr. Vegas, he wants it. All right, Vegas, good grab. Thank you for that. Just going around the space here and looking. Okay, and how about a nice Gammy? Okay, there he is. All right, Hong Kong. And yes, he comes with the axe. And he barely fits inside this clamshell. Just get it to there. It is. Okay. He barely fits. He's like protruding outward. Needs to go on a diet. Yeah, Star Wars Daddy. Sound effects are your thing, man. I'm like, I have enough. I don't know how you do it. You were like the guru. You put the sexy music. You put the sound effects. You're awesome, dude. I can't copy that. Everyone will just think I'm a poser. But Star Wars Daddy, guys, got to check him out. Check out his YouTube channel and his eBay store. Same thing, the Star Wars Daddy. Check him out. All right, man. Good grab there, Union. He does amazing work. He does amazing unboxings. I mean, gosh, I only hope I can get up to his level of unboxing with the kind of a collections he does. But we do have, and by the way, yes, I do. Do I have a Zuckus? Well, that's a trick question. Do I have a Zuckus, or do I have a 4LOM that was originally? Do I have the actual Zuckus, or what they call the Zuckus? I just ran a Zuckus and 4LOM 2-pack. I may have one of them as a complete figure. Whoops. Make sure you get that. Speaking of Star Wars Daddy, guys, I will say, yeah, on the bay, right in the bay. I love it. A lot of these might be his, especially the complete figures. And he's a trusted source for original weaponry, original accessories. And sometimes he buys them back from me. Then I buy them back from him. But I can assure you, yes. Oh, you picked up yet from me? From me on eBay? It's been a long time since I've done eBay. I think last year was the last time I did eBay. But yeah, I remember that the last thing I was into, I was selling a lot of the comic book 2-packs. If anybody wants me to do that, if you want, anybody want me to run, I have some more comic book 2-packs I can probably run in the future. Maybe I'll do that on Sunday. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to say Bay. That's right. Oh God, silly rules. All right, good grab on that. Thank you, Chris. Okay, guys, where are we? We're just about ready for a giveaway. So I think maybe what I can do is just run it, and then people want to. Oh, go away. There it is. All right, let's start the giveaway. This is a follower giveaway. So I am gonna run that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run this Obi-Wan. It's not the best Obi-Wan, but it's a good Obi-Wan. It's a gray. It's a darker gray. This is a giveaway, guys. I'm gonna run it for about another 40 seconds. Okay. It does have a torn cape, but he does have a chewed up saber. So he's just more of a fun little, additive if you're buying other things. If you're someone who are just doing the follower, okay, that's fine. You get the little card with them too. All right, so we'll let that run another 22 seconds. It's a dark, dark place. Yeah, rules are rules. Whatever, I suppose. So, all right, guys, another 8 seconds, and we all do this giveaway. 8 seconds, and 3, 2, 1, drawing, maybe. And who do we got? We got the Mech 36. Okay, the Mech 36. Thank you for entering. Maybe make a purchase if you feel inclined. All right, I'll take that. Let's get back into the auctions here. All right, let's talk about this guy. So, do me a favor, guys. First, let's talk about the box. Okay. Now, I've gotten a lot of boxes over there, and you'll see some more boxes coming. And this is the best box I have. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of give you. Now, it is, it's got a little bit of wear, but as boxes go, it's decent. Okay. It's not taped on either side, so whoever wins this, I will ship it flat. Now, it does include a vehicle. My question is, no inserts. But it has a catalog. I don't even think this. You know what? I'm going to run the catalog separate because it's not part of. I don't believe that catalog is part of this because, this or was it? Hold on, let me look. This is an Empire catalog. Yeah, that would be a jet. This was 83. So, my question to you is this: do you guys want me to run together, or would you like me to run sell separately? Mike says. Okay, I'll run them separately. All right, let's start with this. Let's start with the land speeder, and if you really want them both, you can bid on both. All right, so let's talk through this. It looks like it's floating? See, I have one person who says, "Yeah, I agree with you, Sleeping Treasures. These are not hard to find. Okay, but the boxes are a little harder to find. So I think I'm going to run this. But I appreciate somebody wanted me to run them together, but I think I'm going to try running separate. It is a decent one though, guys. It has all the stickers. That works. It locks in place. It does the floating. Yeah, sorry. I was running. I was like, I was like, why is it giving away? Because I had it on its lock. Now it floats. There we go. Okay, so it's a working vehicle. All right, so I'll run that. I'm gonna call that a medium. So we'll start it at $5. Medium 3. And then I'll run the box next. It's about the going price for that. All right, good grab on that. Now, just lost my tape. Hold on. Okay, So again, let me do another quick spin of the box. Now there is a little bit of tear. I showed that earlier, but I'm just pointing it out. Okay, but otherwise, it's a good box. Definitely a good display box. I will ship it flat. Start that one at 5. How funny that the box almost sold for twice as much as the face of the vehicle. Oh, what a crazy world we live in. Okay. Awesome. All right, we got now. Person was asking about this. Okay, this is a model. It's a model, and it's not a complete model. You can see it's missing a. This is not here, so it's missing a piece. But now, does it open? It does do that? Okay, and it does probably be best to display it like this. This is one of those like early model kits. Came with a thing of trash parts, junk parts, not trash, junk parts. All right, so I'm gonna run that. I'll run that as a medium, but I'll do it a little less. I'm gonna do it at $3. $3 start. Do. Someone was asking, I guess I'll run the catalog next. Again, that wasn't part of that one. I don't know why I was in there. Yeah, guys, I'll do a couple more accessories next, and then all right, Sleeping Treasure, good grab. Thank you for that purchase. All right, let's do a few. All right, all right. We got a Yoda robe, okay. A little bit of green on the side there. So let me just adjust my camera here. Get down closer. Do I have the mini rig? Oh, the mini rig version like that? I do not, Bisky. I know you were. I think you were asking me about that. I do not have any more of those. I sold them already in previous ones. I've been trying to find some new ones, but to sell. But I have to buy everything in lots, so just haven't been any lots with anything like that. The ESP grapple hook belt survival pack. I do not. Thank you for asking, but I'm afraid I do not have that. I don't know, honestly. I don't feel like it might be, but I'm not sure. I can't. I don't want to give you false information. I think I don't know. It feels like it's off to the side for that. Star Wars Daddy won it. All right, there you go, buddy. Thank you for that purchase. And you'll probably put it on a Yoda that I'll purchase in the future. All right, now, guys, I forget if this. Help me out here. Is this one for? Is this Star Wars? I feel like I should know this, but it looks like it came with that whole beater lot. MTV7. Thank you very much. Oh, do I have the MTV7? No, I don't have that one. I don't have another one. So yeah, so this is the gun to the MTV7. Thank you, Star Wars Daddy. You are awesome. Do I have a Jawa gun? I have one, and I'm going to be running with it. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I may have one. Hold on. Give me a second. On that one. Oh, let me look at my. Do I have a Jawa gun by itself? Don't. No, I think I paired it. Yeah, sorry, I do not have one. Mr. Stothos, thank you for that. You know what? I'm going to actually put this in a little baggie because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. Right. Okay. How about a Ben cape? This is a full disclosure. It's a messed up Ben cape. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run a mini lot of kind of banged up stuff. So this is a Ben cape that's scratched up. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to also run these. These are damaged weapons. So I'll run all these in one shot. So we got a couple things here. This is a Chewy it's missing part of this part. See, it's supposed to curl down and it doesn't. Okay, we got a AT-AT with the missing thing. We got the Luke or the Hoth commander gun that's broken off. And we've got 2 Rebel blasters that are okay, but they're kind of, see how they're kind of scratched up? Okay, so I'm calling them damaged, which they are. No Dagobah parts today, sorry. All right, so these are like damaged, full disclosure, damaged goods. So I'll run it as a block, or as a lot of items there, starting at $2. Can't go wrong for $2. Nice. All right, yeah, damage. Thank you, Chris 947. All right, let's drop this in here. Got the catalog that came in the. Start running a couple of figures in a second, but before I do that, this is got a little bit of rust on the staple, right? But I believe it is a complete catalog. Okay, Empire Strikes Back era. A little bit of looks like it was stored, folded a little bit. Oh, micro! I love the micro section. Right, so but decent. $2. All right, that's 24. All right, Panther. Good grab on that. Thank you. All right. How about another Jawa? Better robe this time. Okay. The figure itself is fine. Just missing his blaster. Whoops. And get the thing like that. $2. Thank you. Thank you. Then. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Mr. Roman is winning. Ooh. Okay. Making sure, is that running? Yes, it is. Chris 947 is taking home a few figures tonight. Awesome. Good grab on that. Let's do another stormtrooper again. Little bit of yellowing and a little bit of rub on the back there. Definitely a played with figure, as most stormtroopers were. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Trying to get through. All right, Panther, good grab. That's number 26. All right, we got another 2 for here. We got an Imperial officer, and with another one, a little bit of rub on his head there, a little bit on the hat. And I give you both the Jedi and Empire versions of the cards, starting at $2. Do, 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 do. Dirge. Welcome back to the channel, Dirge. Thank you for that purchase. Okay, speaking of Yoda, this is a Yoda with robe and belt. No cane and no snake. And apparently not able to stand in the... get in there. All right. He does have the Empire Strikes Back mini card. Do, 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 do. Okay. Mr. Roman, another good purchase. Thank you. All right, we got a beater protocol droid lot here. This one's actually a decent looking figure, but very loose limbed, as they often are. See if I can get him to stand on his own, though. All right, maybe not. Put him in there. And then we got one that's also, not the bad, a little bit more faded, right? But not too bad. Dude, don't embarrass me. Stay. You can tell the difference in the color there. It's interesting, right? Yeah, don't forget, guys, check the crown at the top. Use some things. This is again, now we're starting to get a little bit faded there on the helmet, a little bit on his feet. Okay. He's starting to go a little bit. And then let's just put this guy out. This is a removable limb one, but holy cow, this one has seen better days. He's like literally orange. All right, but all four guys, we're gonna start them at $2. Put them in your Jawa sandcrawler. Get some more. All right, good grab for that. All right, so again, every episode I do these, it seems to be kind of there's at least somebody who's not. There's a lot of returning buyers, but there might be somebody here who may not be aware of it. I started doing something, and I always like to say I can't take full credit for it. I totally stole the idea from another person. So these are mini card backs. They fit inside the those double-sided clamshells. This is the entire Star Wars release of every card. It's basically just a miniaturized version of the card. It'll fit in there with a... Oh, dental floss. Yeah, I saw someone was mentioning that the other day. That's cool. All right, but there's 21 of them. Okay, now, if you look on the, I have I set them up in my auction in my shop. Okay, so I'm gonna run them. I'm trying to find a decent starting price. Okay, let me do Star Wars. Oops. Just a minute, guys. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. There it is. Custom Star Wars. Okay. So we'll run one of these. $10 start. Feels like that's the going rate for it. Should check this. Okay, the mech. Oh, thank you, the mech comparison. All right, that was number SW. Okay, so I've tried. Somebody suggested I put them in the shop, so I did. I didn't put them in a buy it now, only because I think like I'm trying to find a price that's kind of fair. I've sold one. I sold some have gone for like outrageously high prices, and some have gone for outrageously low prices. So I just thought I would do something in the middle. Okay. Give me 1 second here, guys. I just want to check one thing. All right, we got a couple of pre-bids. All right. So it looks like we have another pre-bid for the $10 one, and it's my first time doing this, so I'm gonna run another one of these guys only because somebody put a pre-bid in for a specific one. I listed a bunch. All right, so here's another one for Star Wars. I'll make sure it's the right one. Yep. So I'm gonna run this one again for anybody's interested. I'll keep checking the pre-bids on that as we go. I will tell you guys, there may come, depending on how many people buy them, I may have to like there may be a delay on some of them because I only have I have a bunch, but I don't know if I have enough for everybody. But anyway, that one cool. All right, and let me just check my other pre-bids. Okay, pre-bids. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I see. Okay. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your. Oh, you know what? Looks like somebody else pre-bid, so I'll just run one more. I do have one more, so I'll do that. Thanks for your patience, guys. I will get back to regular stuff, our regularly scheduled auctions in a moment. Um, I'll pop around, guys, when I do this. I'll do some other stuff. All right, we got a partial complete one of these. This is hang on 1 second. Get the wrong name here. An ATS5. I do believe it's missing its window for the cockpit. I might be missing some other stuff too. Yeah, this came in like pieces. Okay. All right, let's go back to this. Call this medium. Medium number 6 will start at. I started at 3. All right, Panther. Good grab on that. Thank you. All right, guys, moving right along here. What do you say we got a very faded Max Revo. I am still in the process of trying to work out some. Oh man, this guy is as faded as they come. Isn't that great? I'm still trying to work out the. I'm going to run him for 5 though. I am trying to pick out. I did not run the Imperial Transport. I'll put that up next, or give me like in a few minutes. This is medium setup. Brain is fried. I just forgot what I was gonna. Oh, sorry. Somebody grabbed it. Nope. I'm gonna run a partial speeder bike in a little bit, and then I got a couple of other parts things I want to run just to mix it up a bit. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Making sure that I don't lose track of what I've sold and what I haven't sold here. All right. So here's another thing, guys. We got a speeder bike. Now this box is not as good of a box as the. Oh shoot! Do I have this? That's maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay. So are we in the same situation? This is not the best box. So I think I'm going to run these together. All right, because I think it sells better because it's not the best box. It's a good box, displayable. Okay, and again, I'll probably end up shipping. Well, this one's a little smaller, so I might end up shipping it in a container depending on what you purchase. It's a mostly complete speeder bike. It does have the handlebars. Okay, it just doesn't have the flaps on the back. So I'm going to run these together. All right, and we'll start it at $5. And I'm getting that Imperial troop transport right now. All right. Trailor, welcome back, and thank you for that purchase. Okay, I'm going to just gently put this in here and get this marked. All right, so Imperial Troop Transport, next up. First of all, externally, this is a really nice vehicle. Okay, it's got the stickers on all 6 things. It's got most of the stickers on the side, but it is missing one of the red things. It's got the coveted original. This alone, guys, can often sell for crazy amounts of money. Okay, it's got the working thing. Yes, it includes even the. Oh, actually, this is an extra antenna, so I'm gonna keep that separate. It comes with one of these, not 2, but it does have the label on it, so it's mostly complete. Okay. Full disclosure, I got it working. However, it doesn't stop. That's the only issue I found with it. That's the only issue I found with this one, is that when I got it working, it just won't actually stop. The record won't stop playing. Okay, I just have a battery here for my testing of it. Okay, so it does spin. Okay, and it does have a box. It's not the best box. If you put it like this, it displays nicely. Okay, however, it is hollow. It's got flaps missing on both sides and a lot of tape over here. So this is a beater box. Okay, but it does work in terms of. I will ship it flat. If you really want to preserve this side, I'm gonna back it up a little bit so you can see it better. And raise this up. All right, so that's what we're talking about, guys. All right, but it's a working vehicle. Just has the sound is just a little bit. It doesn't shut off. There might be a way to fix that, but I haven't been able to figure that one out. All right, I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna start this, guys. I'm gonna run this a little bit higher, okay? Only because cost me a lot to put together. So large 20, yeah, large 30. Here it goes. Now, most likely, it depends on what you buy. If you end up getting a lot of stuff, I might be able to pack it safely inside of its own cell, like wrap it and pack it in the box. In some ways, the box might serve better to pack it. All right, not bad. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. Okay, guys, let's move on here. Let's get back to some figures. Got some time. We're just having a. Oh, another scan? Yeah, sure. I'll do another scan. We're about 7 away from a giveaway. Give me a second here. Okay, we got a few more. These are the rest of the thing. I'm probably gonna end up running this other antenna thing from the Imperial Troop Transport. We do have a blue saber in the back there. I'm gonna run all of those. We got a Luke blaster. We got a Luke saber. A couple of different blasts. We're gonna run these 3 together. Okay, probably run these 2 together. Those 2 together. Okay. I might run these with some figures, the backpacks. Okay. These are all sold, but we have a few more. So if you don't see the yellow sticker with it, then a yellow post-it. I'm still gonna run them. We got a set of just loose 3 of those. We got another size Snoodles we're gonna run. Set of 5 Tuscans, 3 Quarren. This is a beater box we're gonna run. We got a perfectly good cloud car. We got an almost complete Scout Walker missing its antenna. We got a kind of a weird Leia figure. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. We have a bunch of these snow speeder. We got a lot of snow speeder parts. This is the snow speeder cockpit seats. We got a base for the Imperial attack base with a couple of snow troopers. 1, 2, 3, parts for snow speeders. Set of 2 TIE interceptors. Part of a battle damaged X-wing. Got that. Part of a land speeder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individual partially complete speeder bikes with figures. Set of 3 of these mini rigs. A bunch of carbacks. I'll probably run them in 2 sets, maybe. A couple of comics. We still have a bunch of complete figures to run. And I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna run the set. You saw that I started running these individual carbacks. I'm gonna run them this complete as a set, along with them all individual. And I have 1 set. I can run 1 set of tri-logo or 2 sets if anybody's also interested. Set of TIE wings or whatever. And these are my color backdrops and a few of these stickers, pill stickers for all the different movies. That is what we have left, which is quite a bit. So let's get going here. And a bunch more loose figures. So let's do some more loose groupings here. How about my little Bespin trio here? We can get. Let's get decent Lobot. Nice Cloud Car Pilot. And a non-smiling Lando. With all 3 of them having cardbacks. I'm going to run them at $2. This is number 30 of the small items. You are welcome. All right. This is Summer King. So these things, guys, I'm going to get these packed up tonight, and they will go out tomorrow morning. So you should receive them early next week or middle in a week, or depending on how far away you are, at the end of the week. But I also think I'm going to try to get a hodgepodge show on Sunday. Part of the reason for that is that I'm coming up on Sunday. All right, I got a weird one regular one here, guys, and then one. Let me put it. I got to get my pile here. Hold on. Let's do another one of these. We got build your armies, guys. This is a pretty decent Death Star. A little bit of wear on the belt, but Death Squad Commander or Star Destroyer Commander. This one's got a little bit of a loose head and a little bit of fading there. All right, and let's go for 3. I'm in a 3-firm move today. Line them up for the Emperor's arrival, right? I thought of something as this was running. I'm like, I need to get this thing set up. So I only have one of these cards to go with that right now. So, but $2, can't go wrong. Yeah, that's right. I do have a couple of higher end figures I could run, and I do have a carded figure I could run. Let's just see how we're doing at the end of the night. And I do believe I usually typically try to raid Ultimate DJ, but we're not quite done yet. Mr. Stalfos, thank you for that purchase. All right, I'm going to get weird here for a minute, guys. So this came in a lot of figures. Somebody apparently did a little painting. But it is kind of interesting. I don't know. The Nick2's brother, Bic2, I don't know. Someone also decided to do a little weird painting on this Tusken Raider in this kind of a taped up cape. But they were interesting, so I thought I'd put them together. And I'm going to throw a third one in here. We got this weird colored up dome. I guess it's like a paint, I think maybe a paint pen. And he doesn't click. So these are beater figures, but I just thought they were very interesting. So I thought I would run them together as a set for anybody who likes the weird and strange. Trying to keep track of everything there. Quirky is weird. I know. All right, Martins, man. Thank you for your first purchase. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you muchly. Make sure to keep checking back, guys. You'll see. I actually put. I literally set up the whole year. You know, dude, if you want to, Chris 947, you can do a free pickup. You know, you have that option. If you live close enough. I think that I have another buyer, Collectible Kingdom, he lives like an hour. He's almost 2 hours away, but he does that. But you're welcome to do that if you'd like. All right, 2 for here. We got a Vader. No, nothing special. But I will say this: if you want to do a free pickup, this is a decent bend. Just again, missing a little bit of a cape tear, but displayable. You can put a little tape on there. 2 card back. Yeah, if you want, you can before you bid, you can opt to do that, I think, and then you just message me and we've come up with a time to meet, and then either come to me or we can meet someplace in the middle. Oh, no car. Okay, so gotcha. Understand. I'm just trying to get all my loose figures kind of out of the way here. All right, good grab on that. Alrighty, and we are moving right along. I'm just kind of doing my own sweep here to make sure that I didn't skip over anything. All right, we got a Bausch figure here with a helmet, no staff. It is a bit of a paint rubbed figure, and there's a tiny bit of paint rub in the hair, and the helmet does have a little bit of scuff. Okay, so it's not your minty fresh, but it is Bausch. Man, on one camera, it looks so dark in here. It's crazy. All right, guys, we're about 3 away. We'll do another giveaway. All right. Thank you again, Martins. All right. Very good. Okay. This is a beater set of 2 Death Star droids. The irony about this one is paint's bad, but look at he's pretty tight. It's pretty tight lips. It's kind of like, whoa. All right, now I'm going to change something up here. Somebody sent me one of these. I'm going to do that, even though the droids don't always fit on there as well. But. And you get one of these because I'm running out of them. So, all right, 2 kind of semi-beater Death Star droids. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Get some more complete figures up here. What am I hearing here? Oh. All right. Thank you for that. All right. Let's do this. How about my home one pack here? We got Maydeen. We got Akbar, and we got Nino. All decent figures. And I got an Akbar and a Maydeen card. I don't have any more 9 numbs loose. Yeah, guys, be sure if you get some of these tiers, make sure you check some of the discount tiers. Okay, make sure you check at the top on the crown. You can get some pretty good discounts, especially. So, and then the more you do, the more you're on here, the better those discounts get. But they are, for those of you who are new to it, and whatnot, it goes by season. All right, we are ready for another giveaway, so I'm going to activate it. And this one, oops, there we go. I'm gonna go with for this giveaway. We're gonna do 2 Rebel Hoth Troopers, 2 Carls if you're a Star Wars daddy aficionado, and a card back with that. And I'm gonna throw in a couple of backpacks. I think there's 3 in there. So that's the giveaway, and we'll do it in about 25, 30 seconds. Um, be sure to give me a follow, guys. You can see if you look at my shows. Ah, beautiful. There you go, Martins. You're good. Good to go. Uh, before we keep going, just be aware, guys. I have like my shows scheduled for the whole year now. I put them in. Uh, Thing is that obviously life can adjust, so make sure you keep checking back. I typically try to run Friday night shows. There are a few times coming up in the next few weeks I won't be able to do it, so I'll try to adjust it to another time. There may be I have a vacation coming up. I'm going to be down in Disney doing the Galaxy's Edge thing. By the way, while I'm on that subject, we're going to be doing a live stream in Galaxy's Edge. Okay, so make sure you go to my channel and follow, and give me subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll mention it on here as well. I'm not 100% sure I'm going down from the 4th of April to the 13th. I don't know which night of those days. I'm gonna do like an evening, like an afternoon evening walk around Galaxy's Edge. Gonna go check out the shops, check out the places to eat, that kind of stuff. So it'd be fun to kind of hang out with some of you if you're interested in that. All right, guys, let's do it. Here we go. Let's run the draw. Last few seconds, and here we go. Mr. Stalfos. All right. It's always great when we have a follower that's also a buyer. And actually, the person who won the first one actually made a purchase. So now we are 2 for 2. All right, that's awesome. Okay, guys, moving on. Let's do some more of these. All right, we got our Empire Strikes Back version of the cards, right? This is the Empire Strikes Back thing. Now, again, as I said, there is, I'm going to go back to my auction. Any other pre-bids? No more pre-bids. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to do Empire Strikes Back. All right, so we're going to start these a little bit more, guys, only because of how many cards there are. There's actually 29 cards in this set. All right, Mr. Stoffels, thank you. I know. Yeah, make sure you can have fun with me, Mr. Stoffels. You just go on the YouTube channel and then just hit subscribe, and then I will let you know when. All right, so this is another set, guys. These are the Empire Strikes Back, but the Star Wars repack. So they're basically the Star Wars cards, but on the Empire logo. And again, there's about 29 of them or so. Yep, there we go. This one's only 10 because there's lots of them. Not 29, there's only 21. Oh, okay, so you don't have an interest in that? All right, no problem. I will run this as a set later on. Alrighty, let's get on to how about a complete figure? We got here. We got a Luke Skywalker. This is a really nice, really good paint. Comes with this blaster, correct blaster. All right, a little bit of paint rub in the bottom there, but overall really good tight limbs. Comes with the clamshell and the thing. We will do this for $2. Complete figure, guys. Weapon alone is worth 20. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum. All right, MJ. And I think that was your first purchase. Thank you. Okay, how about we got a Snaggletooth complete with weapon, and this comes with the card back and the clamshell. All right, this was XM37. Robot Donut took it for 13. That's a steal, man. Good going. All right. And all right, how about some more accessories, guys? All right. Let's do a cowl 2-pack. We got a Chief Chirpa and a Tebow cowl. We'll just do those two. Okay, good grab, Panther. Thank you for that. Okay. How about a Luke robe? Another one. We had the one earlier. Is another one? I'll run a few more figures and I'll switch it up to some other stuff here. All right, good grab on that. I can just move this. I'm gonna put this into a little baggie here. All right, we're gonna run Gaffy stick. All right, good shape. Starting at $2. All right, thank you for that purchase, Chris. One. I know these are not too uncommon, so I'm going to sell 3 of them. For $2, man. Can't go wrong. Palace Blaster. You talking about the Luke Jedi one? Be patient. It's coming. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, Panther. Good grab on that. All right. Okay, guys. All right. We'll do one more. We'll do one more item. How about a squid head? And we'll take it. We'll go to something else. We'll go back to some figures. Okay, $2. All right. Thank you for that purchase. Okay. All right. How about go back to some figures here? How about a pretty decent size noodles? Got the skirt. Got it. Still has his little headpiece there. No mic. No. All right, there we go. I mean that. Okay, that's 41. That's 44. Nice. All right. Okay, how about a Ben Kenobi? Good cape, good figure. Got his full saber there. All right. Bring it up like this. Comes with the clamshell and car back. And we're running. All right, Traylor. Good grab on that. Flip this over. There we go. Put him down there. Make sure he's tucked in there. Okay. All right, guys. Good, doing great. I am running out of room here, though. Okay. All right. Let's do one of these. Okay, we got it. This is a parts only. Okay, it does have the base. This isn't even together, guys. These things are just kind of held together. They don't even have the screws. So it is really just a parts for that only. Okay. I will include, but separately, like this is the cockpit the cockpit seat that sits in there. All right. And we will run that. We'll run that for $2. Why not, right? I don't know if there's anybody interested in that. Panther's interested in that. Hey, Ultimate DJ, the show's going great. Thank you for asking. And we're going to be, again, we'll be rating on you shortly. I've got probably about 45 more to do. Okay. $2, man. Good grab. All right. Now, this one is this is the base to got to pull my camera back a bit here. All right. This is the base to the Imperial Attack base. It's got no moving parts to it. It's just the base. However, I think this is a really cool diorama piece. You can do all sorts of stuff. I actually took one of these and painted it gray, black, and used it as Mimbam. So it's a cool thing. I will include, however, 1, 2, 3 stormtroopers or snowtroopers, excuse me, Imperial stormtroopers with, snow gear. All right, I would like to start this one a little bit more simply for the size. So we'll start this one I'm going to start this at 10. Also, okay. 3 figures are worth that. Grab some more complete figures. All right. Good grab on that. Okay. Thank you for that purchase. All right. Let me just get this out of the way, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. We're going to run one of these speeder bikes. Again, these are incomplete speeder bikes, guys. They don't have the handlebars or the flaps, but they do have all the other pieces. Okay, so we're going to just run this as kind of a medium vehicle. $5 start. You get the TK Nichols, man. He knows a good deal. Awesome grab there. And there's a jingle van. I like that. Okay, cool. Set this up over here. Yep. Just gotta make some room here, guys. Let's move on to 21B. Come on, 21B. With his little staff, which is that's the most expensive part of the 21B figure. There he is, but he does come with his little gas mask too. Because, for some reason 21B needs to breathe oxygen. I don't quite get it, but whatever. Starting at 2.
Hello City Spaceport was chaotic with the launch of starships returning.
Yeah, guys, we are about 10, 11 away from another giveaway. Oh, someone trying to snipe right at the last second. Oy. MJPOLV. Good grab on that. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we got a couple more complete figures. We got a couple more groupings of figures. I'm going to kind of try to mix it up, go a little bit around so it's not all one thing. All right, so give me 1 second here, and I'll do that. All right, how about this one? Let's do. This is not a complete figure, but it is a last 17. Okay, a Paplu. Slightly loose limbs. Okay, but he does have his cowl. Comes with the power of the Force in there. 48, running. Grab these guys here. Nice. All right. Thank you, Nathan, for that purchase. Okay. Okay. How about we move on to these are, Army builder, beater type, semi beater. Better than beater, I think. Another one there. 5 Tuscans. Count them. And 1 card. 5 Tuscans, 1 card. I'm going to run this one a little bit more. $5 starting. I was going to say, if somebody didn't bid on 5 Tuscans, I would have been like, are you guys awake? $11. Whoa. All right, Panther. Gonna have to get you a box today. This go around. All right, thank you for that. And... all right, I don't know if Star Wars Daddy's still in the house, but I won one of these in his auction. This is the box that the Emperor came in, the original mailer box. It's a good, clean Emperor. No cane. All right. But a good, clean Emperor with the box and a card back. Start this one at 5. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Need for Speed. Welcome back. Thank you for that purchase. Get them back in the box. Mark the box. Not mark the box. Put the label on the box. All right. And where are we going? How are we doing here? We are in good shape. How about get some gammy guards? Sorry again, no sound effects. I can do it myself. I can get my things. I'm having trouble getting this thing off the table here. Come on. Jeez. Only one card, but 1, 2, 3. Manny, Mo, and Jack. Huey, Dewey, Louie. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Tweedledummer. $22, man. Good grab on that. All right, good. I'm just trying to wrap up my small groupings here. All right, this is a bigger, like a slightly larger lot of figures. We got one card back, but I got one. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. All right, we got 1, 2, 3 Quarren or squid heads, and I will include in that Rees and Weequay. So 5ers. Medium 13. Great grab, man. $2 a figure. Okay, and how about? Well, let's get a complete figure here. We gotta bring it close up again. Sorry. Do you have any unopened figurines? I do. Ooh, all right. Hang on a second. I can run one tonight. I'll get it out shortly. All right, we got the Bib Fortuna complete with the chest plate and the robe. Nice clean robe. And get them in this thing here. Come on, dude. Now I will say this, full disclosure, this is a complete car back, but unfortunately the car back is broken, but it is still a. About 5 away from another giveaway. It's like 3 accessories going with that figure. Thank you for your first purchase. Do it for Johnny. Do it for Johnny. Okay. Now this thing will still display on in the car back fine. It doesn't fold open anymore. So, all right, and okay, how are we doing here? We got everything we got almost everything out of here. Let's got a few more here. Let's do my murder bear. My murder bear lot here. I like to do usually one lot of murder bears. We got We got the Logray. We got the Chirpa and the Tebow. And we'll put a little Wicket in there for good measure. And we'll give you 3 of the cards. I don't have any more Chirpas, but I have the other 3. So, okay, running that. Oh, what the heck? You hear me saying small, medium, large. That's kind of how I organize things by weight for the when I do random picks like this. Good grab there. Do it for Johnny. Stick around. Might get a few more good deals. All right. I think we have one more set of them. All right. Cool. All right. We got a Lobot. Comes with his weapon. All right. Just gonna kind of keep him on there. Let me bring Mando up here to help. All right. There he is. Start him at $2. Complete Lobot. Got a few more complete figures. Someone was asking about a Carter figure. Just when I do my next giveaway, when it's running, I'll grab something there. Do it. Thank you. Thank you for that purchase. All right. How about this is a slightly yellowed Luke, a slightly scuffed up and hair-ridden Solo. Ah! There. Stay where you are. There we are. I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. Get them into the peg here. There it is. And Leia. These are all like not the best. It's got like a slight tear on the cape. Okay, but you know, it's your original 3. They've been through stuff, man. They've been through stuff. They've seen things. Do it for Johnny. You already got some. Make sure you check out the crown at the top. You already got some discounts, so you can. But you got to activate them before you bid. Oh, by the way, these do all come with some card backs too. Got a few more vehicle parts to run. Hey, do it for Johnny, man. He's here. He's here for the wins. He wants to get the deals. Smart man. Thank you for that purchase again. All right, let me run another set of card backs because I like to spread them out throughout the show. Okay, we got a set of Return of the Jedi. This is Return of the Jedi, and this is actually set up in the pre-bid here. Let me do that. Jedi. Double checking pre-bids. None. Okay. Running at 15 only because it just for the cost that it cost me to make them, guys. Dirge. All right, took them. Thank you. I'm gonna run another set. This is actually I'm gonna run. You know what? I think I might run these 2 together. Even though it says it only one, but this is the entire Empire Strikes Back run, but on a Jedi card, and this is the entire Star Wars run, but on a Jedi card. So all told, there's probably I'm just gonna call them mini card. Well, you know what? Let me do this. I'll call them the Empire Strikes Back, but I'll throw in the Star Wars ones too. We'll do it for 15. That's like, yeah, there's like 30 cards in there. Yes, they go in these. The double wide. And when I'm done, oh, do it for Johnny. I got a feeling you might be interested in those. Anybody new to the channel? This is a cool thing that people collect with me. I got a few more I'll show you as we go through today. All right, we're doing okay, guys. Let me run another. Let me run another carded thing. This is a Night Num. Does include the blaster, the black blaster, a little more rare. Okay, a little there you go. And we'll start him at $2. So let's do it. And then we'll do another. While this is running, I'm actually going to go to giveaway. Start the next one. Start. Remember to do giveaway. Okay. All right, two for Johnny. You're here. You are here for this. All right, excellent. All right, guys. So for the giveaway, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, put him back. I'm going to throw in a Hoth Commander. That's your giveaway today. All right, another 20 seconds. We'll run that. Yeah, they go in the bubbles. Yes, Cliff from Cheers. All right, let's draw it. Here we go. Red 1081. All right, you are a follower and you won the giveaway. Congratulations. Get that out to you soon. All right, let's run some beaters, guys. Let's do a little trash talk here. Okay, and I'll get back to some more complete figures and other things. Bunch of headless figures here, guys. We do have a not so bad Stormtrooper only missing a hand, but we got a lot of just missing parts or got paint. There's a Rebo with paint on them. Lots of missing hands. We got one, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put these in the back here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 headless figures. 11 headless figures. A couple of armless figures. Handless figures, and faded paint figures. So just a big pile of junk figures. Well, the Max Rebo one isn't too bad. So I'll kind of he'll be the king of the beaters there. I'll run this for $5. I'm gonna get a bigger bag for this. Greedo's got missing his antenna. That's the standard Greedo thing. There's another guy who was painted weird, but otherwise he's all right. All right, Panther, good grab. Probably do some cool customizations. In fact, I think that's kind of what happened. By the way, you did get a Boba Fett missing a leg, but how does one missing a part of a leg? I feel like these toys found their way into Sid's room from Toy Story. Anakin has been very busy. Yes, indeedy. All right, looks like I got almost everything on this table done, so I can kind of shift around. So no more run of. Oh no, 2 here. All right, 2 important. 2 ones I want to do here. All right, let's do this. We got a much better Greedo. little bit of a head tilt there, but not too bad. We got a hammerhead. Boop. We got a walrus man with some of that paint scuff on his teeth. And we got a snaggletooth. And we got all 4 card backs. And we will start this as a medium for weight and $5. I'm gonna say, do it for Johnny, man. You gotta get in. Gotta get in, man. Gotta get in on it. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, guys, on Sunday afternoon, about wow, $11. Gee willikers. That's insane. All right, cool. All right, guys, how about this one? All right. I think this is my last loose. Oh this sort of. Well, you'll see. I got a few. I got a bunch more. Hang on. Got another nice size Snoodles. Put him with a Droopy McCool. Or her with a Droopy McCool. And a better, slightly faded, but better than the last one. Max Rebo. The whole trio, my friends. The band. The band. The band. Okay. Yeah, no mics or anything. I apologize for that, but that's all right. Get this thing out of here. What did I do with oh, that's boop. I don't know if anybody ever heard this. I'm listening to this is the soundtrack to Shadows of the Empire when they thank you, Mr. Salpos. When they made a soundtrack to a movie that didn't exist. It was pretty cool. All right. How about a nice cloud car? Really good condition. Pretty much untouched in like so many years. Cockpits, guys, are worth a lot. The canopy covers. But they're in good shape. Okay. The landing gear works. It's a nice one. Starting at $5. That cannot go wrong. Back this up just a little bit. Mr. Stalfos, good grab. Just kind of stick this there. All right. We got, we're gonna run 2. Incomplete, although I will say this one does have a flap on it. I'm not 100% sure. I think that might be a modern flap. It looks like a different color, so I'm going to say it might be a modern flap. I'm going to say that it doesn't come with flaps. 2, with a beat up Luke with the messed up face and a poncholess Leia. We'll run this for $5. All right. Thank you for that. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I usually take these apart just because they take up less room and there's less chance of them getting damaged if I take them apart. Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much for that. All right. Okay. How about... This is a much better Anakin than the last one. You can see it's got tight limbs, and it's got nice clean, no paint and no fading. Okay. Also comes in again in the clamshell. Last 17. And turn this back to small. Yeah, got a couple more. Just do one quick switch here. Hang on 1 second. Nice. Good grab for that, man. All right. I'm running out of space here, guys. All right. How about another? Here's another. That's another snow speeder. Again, throw. Oh, it already has the cockpit in it. So you know what? I'll throw in what I believe are some of his things. So it's not definitely a beater vehicle, but you know what? We're going to start it at $2. What the heck? Yeah, guys, these are not. These are not by. These were pieces that were cannibalized to make other pieces. So be aware, be very aware. All right, let's. How about a? This is a battle damaged X-wing, missing the top, and it's only got the bottom wing in it. Doesn't have the top. In fact, both these wings are probably broken. They do lock, but they are definitely just meant for cannibalization, if you know what I mean. All right, Nathan, good going. All right, let's see. Gonna run 2 more speeder bikes. Let's run these 2 guys. You didn't see them in the movie, but they managed to get some speeder bikes. They got a hold of speeder bikes as soon as the camera stopped rolling. Prune Face and a Rebel Commando, both on speeder. Those I'm gonna call All right, thank you for that purchase. Okay, let me get these off of here, and how about I run? How about a Vader? Complete Vader. Okay, I mean, except that he doesn't have the tip of the saber, but he has a nice cape, and it's soft, not hard up like sometimes you get and molded like some of them get. All right, and we'll run that for $2 to start. A bit higher, please. It's a good thing. I know it doesn't have the tip, but it is a complete figure otherwise. All right. Pretty good grab for that. Okay. It was small 67 or 57. How are we doing here, guys? Oh, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Let's keep going, though. I think we can keep going. All right. Not sure if there's any interest in this. This is the Darth Vader Star Destroyer. This is the part to his meditation chamber. It's just a piece of it, but there might be an interest in it. $2 to start. Do something with it. It's two pieces. It's the top part. There's no battery pack or battery seal on the top there. Mr. Stalfos. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. How about a power droid? This is a standard power droid. Got the antenna. Has to be displayed just like you did in the. I'm just gonna set this guy up here so I can just lead him in like that. Starting at $2. Okay, we're starting to be on the end of wrapping up, but not quite yet. Got a few more to do. I'll get this out of here soon. I know Ultimate DJ generally starts about now, so I don't want to go too much longer. We'll get ourselves rated into his show shortly. I got a few more. Someone's asking about a carded figure. I want to do that soon. All right. Not bad. All right. How about a set of basically completely stripped tie wings? Be good for customization. $3, man. Can't go wrong. All right. We have an Ugnaught. Good apron. Got that purplish color. And it comes with his toolkit. Good shape. All right. And then we're going to run another card set, mini card backs, and then we'll run some more accessories. What do you got to say? Looks like everything is good. Okay. And Robot Donut, you unlocked some other deals there, so check them out. All right, guys, we got the complete. This is the complete, including repacks, Power of the Force line. Okay, this is all of them, including the last 17. Okay, but all the other ones, anything that came with a coin is essentially in this pack of mini card backs. Power of the Force. You got it, man. All right, what is that? Jim Glassman. Jim Glassman. Okay, thank you, Jim Glassman. Cool. All right. I don't know if there's an interest. Someone had reached out to me, but they didn't really get back to me. You can get the clams for those. You can actually find them on Amazon, but Collector's Warehouse is where I get them. They have a pretty good deal. They're usually around 50 cents each, but like a little more if you buy less and a little less if you buy more. This is from the Turret and Probot playset. It's the Probot, one of the pieces to the Probot droid. Someone was interested, but they were going to look for some other ones. So I'll run it for $2 if anybody's interested. If not, I will hold on to it. $2 is $2, man. Thank you. All right, TK. I hope your show went well. I'm wasn't able to. I don't think I made any purchases. I made a few attempts. All right, we got a couple more things here, guys. Oh yeah, we said accessories. Well, before we did the accessories, this is the die-cast X-wing. Little banged up. It's got some scuff marks, but one cool thing about it, it does include the canopy. I picked up a collection from a guy that pretty much had stuff in untouched for 40 years, 45 years. So, except for the fact that they played with it 45 years ago. So. $5, man. Can't go wrong with that. All right. Okay. More accessories. I'm going to run 2 AT blaster rifles. $2. All right. Do it for Johnny. Thank you for that. Okay. We'll do another twofer. These are the 2 Hoth Commander or Luke rifles. Both in good shape. Starting at $2 for the 2. Okay, yes, you do, Chris. But here's the deal: he's not for sale right now. I will tell you a fun story about him. I'm doing some research. So I got him in a set of. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I got a. I'm not. This is an NFC for now. NFS for now. It's a decent Luke. Came in a collection that I wanted in a auction house. But I'm trying to show. Take a good look at the saber. It's broken, but that is in fact a double telescoping saber. It is a 77. It looks like it's the first release. So I'm trying to see if there's any. I'm trying to do some research and see if there's any value to the figure, even though it has and it does have the saber in hand. It even has a piece of it. I'm trying to see. There he is by his foot. You can see. There it is. It's a hollow saber. So, so I'm like, before I put that guy out there, I want to see if the figure alone has any value, or is it just the same figure that is there, and it's just no more or less value than other ones. So, all right, a couple more accessories as we wrap up my accessory bit here. We got a Lando skiff helmet that I will run. Good shape, good condition. $2 start. Any Obi sabers? I don't believe I have any Obi sabers. All my Obis are gone. Sorry. I have a Luke saber. That again, without a tip, but I can run a Luke saber. If anybody's interested, I'll put that out. Need to see if I can get the. Let's see if I can get the letter in there. Yep, I am running it very soon. I am running the Jedi Blaster. So she's been. I appreciate your patience. You've probably been waiting here for a very long time. I apologize. I have a lot of stuff to run here. I don't have it like a store, guys, where it's always here. Let me just do that now. Then, okay. Take a good look at. I know it's verified. It is original. I'm going to start this at slightly higher than $2. Okay. Not. I'm assuming. I'm trusting that it's going to sell for more, but good grab. Good grab, MJ. All right. Thank you. All right. And we got a few more guys. Here we go. We got this is a blue blaster. Unlike those beater ones I've sold before. This is actually a very nice one. You're welcome. Thank you, MJ. All right, good grab on that one. Need for speed. I got a few more here, guys. I don't know. I don't know if there'll be an interest in this, so I'm going to run it. This is the antenna piece that goes for the Imperial Tube transport. It's actually a pretty challenging piece to find intact. But I don't know if there's a need for it, but I'll run it for $2. Maybe somebody might have a need for it. And apparently Mr. Roman does, and so does Mr. Panther and a few others. Okay. It was actually inside the back of that transport. It was the second one. I think I originally thought I had I think I originally thought I had any Falcon struts. Oh, don't I wish. Sorry, Mr. Sorry, Jim Glass. I'm afraid I do not have Falcon struts. All right, we have another black one here. This is a black. Actually, is it black or blue black? I think it's black. No, wait a minute. Might be blue black. Regardless, running it at 2. Panther. Good grab on that. Thank you. Okay. Somebody was asking about saber. I don't have an Obi saber. This is a Luke saber. Let me see if I can get the close up here. I don't know if there's an. Can't get that much focus there. I don't think it has got a letter on it. But if you got a Luke and you need a saber, there you go. And there you go. Yeah, I think it is an A. I couldn't. Where's my light? Hang on a second, guys. I'm just checking something. No, it's an X. It actually is an X. Okay. And Gym Glass, you unlock some bronze, so you get some deals that you can do. All right, we got one more. Well, not two. Actually, a couple more. Got the blue blaster. I got a few more figures, guys. I got a couple more broken up vehicle things. Got a couple more things. Just stick around. All right. Thank you for that. Okay, guys. Now, we got a green Luke Jedi lightsaber. Okay. Starting at 2. All right. Thank you for that purchase. All right, guys. So, got one more accessory. I still got a few more figures to run, but I want to get my accessory stuff out of the way here so I don't. Oh, what am I doing? I had the baggie, but I didn't put the thing in it. Yikes, I'm going getting crazy. All right, there we go. Make sure I do all my things here. All right, we've got an original blue blue lightsaber, ultra rare. Get my hand in there. Yep, these accessories, man, they go for a lot. Okay, figures with common figure, common with a common cape, and the blue lightsaber. I'm just comping it on. I am comping this online. Okay, a one that just sold for $200. Okay, $205. So I'm not listing this at $2. Okay. So if you're interested, I'll put it out there for the price I'd like to start the auction at. Of course, now what? Of course, my computer decided to slow down. All right. If not interested, it's fine. I'll run it another day. It's all good. Tony Lee wants it, and Tony Lee gets it. Tony, I'm gonna put it in this little. It's like this stuff is just on the outside. I just used it as this is what it came in when I brought it myself. So it's kind of protects it a little bit. All right, so that way. Thank you, Tony. By the way, welcome to the show again. I'll get that in another bag, and we're good. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that purchase. All right, we are moving right along, guys. Let's we've got some more to do, and then we'll get going. We got a Tebow complete. Got the horn. Got the hood. Got the staff. $2 running. Got a few more to run today. And do I have these? I do. All of those are sold except for the pile. And then we got Vader. All right. Now we got a few more card backs. Okay. Trey Lord. Good grab. All right. So next we got my last for the moment. Okay, anybody who's watched my channel know that I have plenty more of these, but here's my last for the night. Snow speeder piece for parts and for customization. $2. It has a top and a bottom, and I will throw in another one of those cockpits in there. And no one wants it? Okay. No problem. All right. We will run it again another day. Okay. And how about, I don't know if anybody's interested in this one. It's a piece of a land speeder. Oh, 30 seconds. Where'd that come from? Shoot. Sorry. Oh, of all things to run for 30 seconds. Sorry. Why did I go to 30 seconds? It's just the top piece of it. No problemo. All right, let's do, try these. These are TIE Interceptor. Okay, the stickers have been worn out a little bit. Okay, and this one is broken. Okay, but you might have some use for them. So again, running them for $2. Actually, you know what? Change that. I'm gonna run them for $1. I don't know if somebody has an interest, but some people do. Okay. Yeah, we got a few more items to run, guys. Just be patient. I'll do that. I got another giveaway to do. Oh, wow. Keep in mind, these are broken, guys. You know, but okay. All right. I had a feeling get some interest in some of that. Alrighty. We got it. Somebody was asking about a Luke. This is a Luke. This is a nice Luke. A little bit of fading. Does have a saber with the tip off, and not unlike the one in the back there, it is not hollow. So I'm not running that one just yet. Okay, we'll run that. Do I know what card backs you still need? Well, here's the deal. Do it for Johnny. I'm going to run a whole set in a little bit. But I have the only thing I have left today, which I'll run next, is a Droids and Ewoks set individually. Well, actually, I have that and a new one that's called the Tri logo. So I'll do that in a second. I got a few, yeah. I don't have your name written down on the cards that you won, so I'm not. I'd have to go back and look. These are Droids and Ewoks. Okay, the Ewoks, there's 12 of them, and the Droids is 18, which include a few of the unreleased ones. So if anybody's interested in those, I run them. Oh, actually no, I have to run them. I'll run them for 10. It says Droids on the description, but I'll run Droids and Ewoks if anyone's interested. The Luke had a broken. Well, yeah, it was missing the tip. Yes. Okay, thank you for that. Do it. All right. It's Droids, Ewoks. Okay. Cool. All right. Just wrap these together. Make sure that I have that. Okay. All right, and we got a couple more figures here, guys. Let's run it's a pretty good. Check out the face on Imperial Commander. Well, it's got a. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna save him for. I'll save him for the giveaway. This is an R2. It's a really good R2. Head tilts. Really nice, clean sticker. A little bit of rub on the back there. A little bit of scratch off. All right. Back to this. You guys got a few more to run, and then we'll do our final giveaway. A couple of paper products here, right? There we go. Awesome. All right. Awesome. And thank you, Robot Donut. Okay. Got a 3 for. Sorry for my arm in the way here. Three. Count them. Oh, what's the deal with this guy? Ah, this guy actually comes with some screws. I don't even know what they're for. If they're for this or not. I don't think they are. What the heck? I'll throw them in. It came with a lot of things. So we have 3 tanks, missing their domes, but they would be good for diorama pieces. Run them for $5 for the 3. Good grab, 5 apiece. Mr. Salfo, nicely done. All right, that was medium 17. Here we go. All righty. Okay, how about some card backs, some actionable card backs, some like originals. We got a Rebel Commando, Rebel Trooper, Empire, Rebel Commander, Rebel Soldier, Rebel Commander. Okay, and how about we'll do a Jawa with Jedi card, a Chief Chirpa. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We'll do 6. 6, and we'll do a. Oh no, I'll give you a different one. I'll do a Biker Scout. Okay, so 6. These all have their pops, and they're all decent on the back. No cross outs or anything. They were just kept from a collection. No, cancel that. Let's start these for small. Yeah, we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7, 8 or about 10 more auctions, somewhere around there. I still have a 12-inch Vader complete. I have a full set of my card backs, the new Tri-Logo ones I want to run. A couple of pill stickers. All right, Need for Sport. There you go. Need for Speed, not Need for Sport. Need for Speed. Thank you for that. Let's do another set of those. How about we got a Lando. This one is missing his pop. Okay, you can see there. We got a 2-1B. We got an R5 with a Jedi on the Jedi card. We got a Gammy guard. So far, only Lando in this looks like this guy's missing too. Imperial guard and a Ugnaught from those 6. Do, 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 do. Mr. Roman, good grab on that. Okay, and the last set of the card backs, another Rebel Commando, a General Maiden, but missing a pop. Klaatu, although his front is pretty bad. TIE Fighter Pilot. And Imperial Commander. FX7, and you know, we'll make it a 7. We'll throw in another one. So 7 of those. Starting at $2 for the set. Okay, go. All right. How about a set of three comic books? We got this is from original Marvel. Like obviously, theirs are just sitting in collections here. They weren't graded. We have 86, 85, 86, and 90. Okay, these are not in any way mint. They're just some comic books. 85, 86, and 90. Starting at $2. No. Okay. Easy peasy. Look at how Admiral Akbar's looked. These colors are hysterical. All right, guys. One more comic. This is a larger. Okay, this is the Marvel Special Editions, the collector's edition. Okay, a little bit more of a bigger item. Obviously, let me back this up a little bit so you can see it better. Okay. All right, we'll run that for $2. Otto's in the house. Hey, good grab. All right. All right, so this is all right. So a couple other things here, guys, before we get to a couple of higher items, and then I'll call it a day. We got okay. So put these together. Okay, these are pills. Okay, you can use if they're on sticker sheets. This is a Return of the Jedi set, and there's actually multiple in the set. Okay, they're actually probably three, I think, in a set. They're kind of out of. I put them together on a Cricut and I kind of rearrange them. But the entire run of Return of the Jedi figures is here, including it's just all the Return of the Jedi figures, and there's multiple copies of them. You can just peel them off, tape them anywhere. I use them up there. If you look at my little baseball bat, I kind of place them in front of it, so it's a good way to display there. Not sure if there's an interest in this. I'll run a set of Return of the Jedi ones. Okay, $2 to start. I don't know. We'll see. If not, I understand. Oh, there's some interest. Okay. These can be things I'll if you don't win them here, I can run them again. I have a set of Empire, a set of Jedi, or that's Jedi. I have a set of Empire, a set of Star Wars, and a Power of the Force one too. All right, cool. I think what I'll do, guys, here, you know what? Partially because I starting to get a little tired, and I still have to pack all this, and start wanting to wrap things up. Let me do this. Let me run. Hang on a minute. I'm going to run an Empire and. All right. Hang on a second. That's an Empire. And there's Empire 2 of 2. And here's a Star Wars. And again, they each have multiple of each one. And a Power of the Force. So it's 4 sheets. But they each have multiple on the sheets. I'll run that all together. So 4 sheets with Star Wars Empire and Power of the Force. Figures. Thanks, and I appreciate that. Just trying to, I'm not a graphic designer. I don't have Photoshop. I do a lot of this with just basic types of software, all the stuff I do, the card backs, everything. So speaking of card backs, okay, guys, we got a complete set. Actually, before I do the card back, I'm only wearing these. These are the color backdrops. Okay, again, if you look up on the thing there, I have them standing in the back of the bat display. and that's how I display some of my figures. I have another bat I'm going to try to get up there. They're all the different colors that match the different figures. It's a complete set for the entire run. I even included um, a, a card back for Max Rebo, and there's two in there. There's one there for Psy, and one in there for Droopy. Okay, so again, just run it at $2. We bought those pills there. They are matching those colors as well. So. And then, so I think I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more items, guys, and then we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. All right, Chris, thank you for that. Thank you for the purchase. All right, so next one. Speaking of card backs, this is the complete set, guys. I usually try to run one of these a show. Star Wars, Empire, Star Wars repacks, Jedi, Jedi Empire repacks. I guess I don't have. I think I don't know. Oh, maybe I don't have. I don't have a. I don't think I have an Empire or Jedi Star Wars repacks right now. I'll look and see. If I don't, I'll try to get them in there, but I don't think I can get them in there. So I'm gonna have to go with that with Toe Enjoys and Ewoks. So it's almost a complete set. Hold on a second. Give me one moment to just check my. Make sure. You know what? Jedi. Empire. Do I have an Empire Jedi? Oh, here we go. Yes, I do. Empire Jedi. So it's a complete set of a USA cards. Full set. Bid what you will. We're running it at $2. All right. Thank you for that. Okay, guys. One last card back. I know this is just I know what happens is that so many people have purchased them now, so they're not as much. They don't have as much of the draw. But I thought this one might be interesting. It's probably the last kind I'm going to do. There are 78 of them in here. 74 of them. Oh man, I appreciate the tip. Thanks, Roman. 74. This is the tri-logo style figure. Okay. Tri-logo is only available in Europe. Okay. And the colors are slightly different. And some of the paint, some of the pictures are slightly different. Okay. Most of them are the same. But it's a really cool. I just thought it was a cool little companion piece. Okay. Includes, not all the figures, but includes some of them. And because I didn't want to waste a piece of paper that I printed them on, I included in here 4 Uze, Polish ones, right? The real famous one with the Imperial Guard on the calculator, the Blue Stars guy, and the headman. All right, so again, it's pretty heavy, so I'm actually going to run it at medium, just because, which is 5, just because of the weight. But I don't know if there's any interest, but there you go. All right. Get this guy out. Okay. I have to got it for a good price. Thank you. As I said, these are actually kind of fun to make. All right. Cool. All right, 2 more items, guys. Let's go with the Actually, I lied. 3 more items. One more thing. We got 12-inch Vader. Now, this is a complete 12-inch Vader. Includes his saber, which is right here. Okay, I don't know if it'll hold, if he holds it easily, but I'm afraid I'm going to break the thing. So I'm just going to put it on the ground here. In addition, you get the box. Now the box is missing the top flap. It does have some of the insert in there, but it's missing the top fold-up flap. But as a display piece, it works really, really well. Okay. So there he is, complete Vader 12-inch figure. Start him at. I'm gonna actually start him at 20. Does have the cellophane on there. I appreciate the tip again. Thank you. Wait, oh, this one is. Excellent. My goodness. Thank you so much for that. TK, good grab. Just make sure I have him gently placed back in here. I will pack him nicely. Probably going to have to go in a slightly larger box. I'll work on that. Awesome. Okay, that was. Oh, all right, 2 more items, guys. 2 more. All right, we got a mostly complete, although the gun does turn slightly, but it does have the coveted head, canopy cover with the little hatch. Okay, got the side guns. The only thing it's missing is the one on top. It does work. I checked it. It does walk and it does stand. Okay, and in addition to him, while this is not really the great selling point, it does include instructions. Okay, does include the instruction manual, and it does include a box. Not the best box. Okay, it's probably not a good selling point. This is definitely not one I would sell separate. Okay, it does include the top, the top, but it's loose. So it's essentially it was just extra. So it's a bonus, but you do get. So really, it's mainly for the vehicle and the instructions. Okay, the box is just an extra. We'll start this one at 20 as well. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, do for Johnny. Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna have to figure out how the best way to ship this to you. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do with the box. Okay, I honestly think I might be better off. It might actually be better. Do it for Johnny. Do you mind if I break the box down, like cut the tape, or would you rather me ship it like this? Actually, it's not even taped. It's just kind of folded in the bottom. So if you don't mind, I'm going to just fold it down and flatten it. It might actually do better in getting shipped to you. Yeah, all right. Break it down. I'm going to break it down hard. All right. No, I mean I'm gonna break it down so it doesn't. So maybe this thing will fold. It will actually come undone better for you. Okay, guys. Last item of the night. It's been a long night. A little bit long. Well, no, not actually not that long. It's pretty good. Okay. We got a carded Tebow. A little bit of yellow. A little bit of. It's not mint. Okay, but it's got the standard things that you see. But Tebow is not quite as common. Okay. Um, but decent card back. It's got the pop. It is punched, but I think it's a good card overall. It's definitely good for you to start if you're looking to start a carded collection, but you're not as concerned about minty fresh. Does have a little bit of sticker rub on. Apparently, someone was selling it for $8 at some point. That's not what I'm going to run it at, but I will run it as a medium just for the weight. Because I will include, guys, if whoever wins this, I will include a star case. I'll put it in. I'll ship it in a star case. Okay. There is also a little bit of wear down here. I'm gonna start this at 40. Okay. While this is going, let me just go grab a hard mat. Okay, not bad. All righty, gang. That was a very successful night. I have one more giveaway. Let's run Mr. Imperial or AT-AT Commander. And he does have a tiny little smudge on his nose, but he is in fact incomplete. He comes with his blaster, so there's that. So even if you don't like the figure, you can enter for a chance to win that. We're just going to run that for a few seconds. All right, gang. So as we're doing this, let me just quickly remind everyone. Please give me a follow if you haven't already done so. My follower count has been growing a lot, which is great, and I'm hoping to be able to help that continue to happen, continue to go. But you can check me out on Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. Okay, on Facebook, on YouTube. I am getting tired, guys. And again, someone in here will win the Chewbacca of the Week award. I'll send this trophy. Trophy is courtesy of the awesome Star Wars Daddy, who does really cool 3D prints. He also has a great eBay store where he does a lot of vintage stuff, which I bought, which some of you have just bought. So, but check out my channel, give a subscription. And I'm probably going to run another show on Sunday, guys. It might be a hodgepodge show, meaning I might do a couple of modern things, a couple of new things, a couple of vintage things, just a little bit of, and it won't be quite as long. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Robot. It's not something that I'm going to do. It's not going to be quite this long. And then I'll be back to another show on Friday. I don't know if Friday's going to be a modern or a vintage yet. It says modern right now. I think I can do modern. I'm waiting on a few things to come in. All right. Let's get this entry in. Who's our winner today? And it is Eric Carr. Oh, I think this might not be his first win. I think he's won a few. All right, Eric Carr. Eric's also the creator of. He's the namer. He named this. He named this award on my channel. I was like, I need to come up with an award. What do you think we should call it? And he kind of said, you call it the Chewbacca Award. I went, that's amazing. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Again, another majorly successful auction. I so appreciate it. Oh man, I appreciate the tip, Eric. Thanks. I absolutely love working with you guys. You guys are all so awesome. And if it's anybody new, I hope you enjoyed the show. I keep trying to get stuff in to keep putting out and sending out and putting out for new auctions. I really want to try to commit to doing this on a weekly basis. I'm going to try to double it up the next couple of weeks because it's just going to get crazy. Thanks so much, Dorkside. I appreciate that. Really do, guys. All right, let me end it now, man. Thanks, Mr. Roman. I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna raid. I think DJ's still around. If DJ's running it, I'm gonna give him a raid. All right. So thanks so much, guys. Have a good week. Check me out. I'm probably running a show Sunday, so check me out then. I'll get it scheduled right away. Thank you, guys. And Ultimate's there. All right, we're going to Ultimate. Here we go. Doing a raid.